Hello, welcome back to Tech Tips. My name is Eric Cifuentes, Adaptive Technology Instructor here at the Travis Association for the Blind. Today we are going to be concluding our 5-part presentation on seeing AI. And in this presentation, we are going to divert away from the standard productivity of scanning things like documents or currency or barcodes and instead bridge off to scanning the world around us. And by the world around us, I mean a general overview of what a room looks like or what an environment around us appears to look like. And what I mean by that is we're going to take a picture of anything and see how seeing AI using artificial intelligence translates what it captures into text to speech. But first, let's start by seeing how bright the room is. Seeing AI has a channel called light mode, and in that mode, you are able to gauge how bright a room is. I'm not going to move into that mode just yet because the sound can be overwhelming, but to explain it in a nutshell, the lower the pitch, the darker the room. The higher the pitch, the more light that the camera is being exposed to. And that is the instrument with which the phone extracts how much light is in your immediate vicinity, the camera. So let's take a look at the channel. I'm going to start by holding my finger over the camera, which will obstruct most of the light, and you will hear a very low-pitched
document, channel, product, person, currency, scene, color, handwriting, light.
Notice how the tone is very quiet. Now, observe as I remove my finger and point my camera at the light.
Handwriting, preview.
I now moved one channel down to avoid bombarding you with too much unnecessary noise. But as soon as I pointed the camera up towards the light in this room, the pitch instantly increased drastically. This is a very useful channel for those people who don't have any form of light perception, as cameras require a fair degree of light. A mid-range to higher pitch is what you're looking for to take some clear, crisp photos. Speaking of photos, let's scan the world around us. Let's look at the scene mode or the scene channel of the application.
Color, gray. Currency.
And just a quick diversion, this application does have a colorator, but it's very experimental. I would not use it as a primary form of identifying colors, as colors are very subjective to things like backdrop and lighting and shading and a multitude of different variables. So it's a cool little experimental channel, but not one that I really want to demonstrate or that I feel should be demonstrated.
Person, product, document, person, currency, scene, preview.
Here it is, scene preview. So let's explore the channel. On the top left, you see the menu button.
Screen recording, channel, take, quick help, menu, button.
There's the menu button. To the right,
quick help, button.
is quick help. And to the right of that,
take picture, button.
is the obligatory take picture button. I'm going to go ahead and point this phone, my camera, at just a random part of this room and double tap the take picture button.
Seeing AI, processing. Probably a desk with computers.
And that is a very accurate description. Those are actually CCTVs, but Microsoft hasn't developed the artificial intelligence to garner information such as what sort of computers. It just knows that the objects in front of the camera appear to look like computer screens. So of course it's going to say computers. And here, it also let me know that I am also looking at desks. I can do a few things now with this photo. I can, and swiping to the right,
save photo, button.
This would save the camera, the photo I just took, to the camera roll. So right now, if I back out of here, this photo would be deleted immediately. But if I hit this button, it will save it to my camera roll on my Photos app.
Share, button.
Standard sharing, I can share this via email, Facebook, Twitter, messages, whatever applications you can use to share, you can share this photo you just took with. And the cool thing is, it'll also share the description of the photo that Seeing AI just retrieved, which is very nice if you're uploading these to Facebook or LinkedIn, for example, a professional photo with a professional description.
Explore photo button.
This is an exploratory channel and also very experimental. What it allows you to do is explore the photo you just took with your finger. It tries to use spacing to illustrate where an object is in the photo, as when you look at the photo visually, the chair would be on the bottom, for example, with the CCTVs on top of the tables. So let's give this a look, but again, it's another experimental feature and one that should not be taken overly serious just yet.
Explore photo.
Obligatory jingle.
4 items detected. Move your finger over the screen to explore.
4 items detected. So there are 4 items on the photo I just took. Let's find them. So what I'm going to do is double tap with one finger and hold it. Now I'm going to commence dragging my finger to the right on the screen.
Monitor. Contains text. Lifestyle HO.
Cool. So it even told me that one of the photos I took was of a monitor on the CCTV called the Lifestyle. Very accurate indeed, since I do have a Lifestyle in front of me.
Monitor.
Unfortunately, this monitor doesn't have any text, but it's very accurate since these two CCTVs are side by side. Now, if I were to drag my finger downwards, I would only assume that the tables below the monitors would be down below. So let's drag our finger down.
Desk.
There's a desk. All right, now to the left.
Monitor. Contains text. Lifestyle HO.
We found the monitor again.
Desk.
Let's continue moving down.
Monitor.
Okay. Again, it's a very experimental channel, but I think I found all of the items. 2 monitors, one is a Lifestyle, a desk.
4 items detected. Move your finger over the screen to explore.
I assume one of them is more desk, a 3rd monitor, or there's a chair somewhere on the screen. It's a very interesting way of capturing how a photo is spaced out, but again, it's not going to substitute eyeballs, unfortunately. But again, it does allow you to garner an idea of what objects are on a photo. So that's pretty cool.
High text block. Quick help. Back. Button.
I'm going to press back to move backwards.
Back.
Ah, yes. Currently, there's a bug where once you enter exploration mode, you can no longer back out of here. So unfortunately, I will need to close my app.
App switcher. Seeing A. Close Seeing AI. App switcher. Google Maps. Wallet. FaceTime. Page 1. Page. Utilities fold. Finance. Productivity folder. 13 app. Seeing AI.
Let's relaunch Seeing AI.
Seeing AI. Menu. Button.
And navigate back over to the Scene channel.
Channel. Document. Product. Person. Currency. Scene. Preview.
Let's take one more photo to see how accurate this is. Now I'm pointing my camera towards a wall in this room, very expansive room. Let's see if it captures any specific items or colors or details.
Take picture. Processing. Probably a desk with a computer and a printer.
Again, computer and printer. There is a computer actually where I pointed my phone at. I'm not sure how it's extracting printer. My guess is that one of the CCTVs near the computer appears to look like a printer. Once again, experimental, but really cool. This can be used as a passable description. You can go in and edit it slightly to say, hey, it's not actually a printer. This is actually a CCTV or insert device. But the other last thing I wanted to demonstrate was how you can also use photos that are already saved on your camera roll or photos that you downloaded from Facebook or Twitter. You can share them to Seeing AI and run them through this artificial intelligence checker, which will try to describe them to you. Let's go see what I have on my camera roll.
Close. Button. Menu. Button.
So let's double tap on the menu button so we can do this from anywhere on the app.
Close. button. Browse photos, button.
Double tap on Browse Photos.
Screenshot, 12:19 p.m.
And this is a screenshot that I took at 12:19 p.m. So let's see what other photos we have in my camera roll.
Probably a set of stairs. West Congress, TX, July 16th.
So these are photos that I have already ran through the Seeing AI artificial intelligence checker. And the cool thing about this is if I were to relaunch this Browse Photos feature of the Seeing AI program, these descriptions will remain. Unfortunately, they don't translate over to the camera, so you will have to go into the camera or the Photos app and label the photos yourself with these sorts of descriptions. But if you were to browse your camera using Seeing AI does retain the descriptions of photos that you've ran through the checker. So let's run this screenshot I took through the AI checker.
Screenshot, 12:9, expand, button. Processing.
Obligatory jingle.
Scene, probably a screenshot of a building.
The scene is a screenshot of a building. That's interesting. It is a screenshot. It's supposed to be a menu from a restaurant that I extracted from Google Maps. Let's see what kind of restaurant we can deduce this is based on what the screenshot that this just captured.
People, 35-year-old man wearing a hat looking happy. Text, Siri. LTE, 12:19 p.m. Times, Steve Duffy, 2 years ago. Date, Thursday, August 5th, 2021, 12:19 p.m. Vertical scroll bar, 5 pages, toolbar, share, button.
And that's the cool thing. Maybe this picture was not a picture of the menu, as I suspected, but instead a picture of a man who uploaded himself attending this restaurant. Again, this is a program that encourages independence and exploration. It's not by any means efficient. If I wanted to find a menu, I'd have to go to the website of the restaurant and hopefully find a menu that's already in text or in print that I can just navigate with standard navigation commands, or specific pictures labeled a menu that I can download from the internet and share to my app here. So the cool thing is that this did tell me that the photo has a person named Steve Duffy, and it described to me what the man looks like, that he was wearing a hat, and a few other characteristics of him. And that's just one cool thing that this does to give you an edge, or not an edge, but another foot in achieving equality when it comes to accessing things that would otherwise be inaccessible if you didn't use an app like. Not a sales pitch. This is simply truth. This app is very free and it's very usable, and it's been optimized for the blind. And again, it's got Microsoft behind it, which is very encouraging to see. Hopefully other apps follow suit, and they have. Google has released a similar app, and if you guys want to see a demonstration of that, if you're an Android user, please do let us know. But the app is called the Google Lookout, and it's very similar to Seeing AI. That concludes our presentation on Seeing AI. I do hope everybody extrapolated some useful content from this series. If you have any questions, please leave your comments or send your questions to my email at eric.cifuentes@austinlighthouse.org. Thank you so much for joining us, and stay tuned for more tech tips. Aaron Hoffman will bring to you a presentation starting next week.
Screen recording, selected, screen recording, button.
Starting next week, a bit of a more advanced presentation on accessibility and creating labels for things that are otherwise unlabeled. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.